Yeah, this year and just these first 3 months that we've been living in has been fucked. Even more fucked than the past 10 years. Like in the past 10 years, I don't, maybe it's because I asked for a better life. This is my own personal thinking. Say what you will. Maybe it's because I asked for a better personal life. And in asking for shit like that, like, life will force you to look at yourself how either how the world saw you or how you really needed to see yourself. So for the spiritual motherfuckers, this is what they mean by doing like the shadow work. Even though just because you attribute something to a shadow doesn't make it automatically bad. It's just that's their term for it. Shadow work is going in and seeing the ugly version of yourself. Once again, it's digressing a lot in this fucking video. Not saying ugly as in like an objective, like physical term. Like it's just seeing the parts about yourself that you either thought weren't there or didn't want to see. Because you knew there was something about you that you knew wasn't acceptable to the fucking world. Asking to like come outside of it and be better than either who the fuck I was, better than who I was yesterday, or better than who my family were as a whole, like coming out of that shit, flipped my whole life upside down. And these last 3 months have been so motherfucking taxing between like at my actual job and between like the personal shit that I've been going through. It's just it all came to a halt, or it all came to like a forefront, and like just kind of like what the fuck when my little lady passed the other day. I've had this cat since she was about little. I remember when my ex got her. She found her at like this vet that we took my main chunk to, and she found her at the side of a dumpster. She was so small she fit into my hand. For a while I called her my little teacup girl, and then like as she got older, the fur on her lips didn't form right. So it made it look like she had lipstick. That was my little lipstick girl, man. She passed the other day, and I swear to shit, when that happened, something left me. I'm still grieving. It may look like I'm fine to other motherfuckers, especially people at work that don't like really know half of all of my situation. Maybe even to y'all, it might look like, oh, you don't know, like you've been through shit. Nigga, I'm going through it. I remember I made a video talking about how like I was going through a journey of not smoking anymore. I broke the fuck out of that, and I did not give a shit. I still don't give. I mean, I'm not smoking. I just was in that moment. Everything that was happening as far as dealing with her health and then dealing with other personal issues in life, and the shit that me and baby girl and the whole family of the house was going through, like that, having her be gone after like bonding with her so well, that shit, bro. I was like, fuck this. I smoked a whole half of a pack of cigarettes. That's how fucked I was, as far as thinking and mindset and the way that shit was going. So it really fucked me up. It still does. She made me feel some shit that I thought I didn't have in me, legitimately. I remember it said short, brief situation. Like in these past few years, I've had so many deaths in the family, too much for my taste. And the ones that affected me the most was my grandma and her husband. And my grandma affected me because she was the one that we grew up with. She took care of us, man. She was there for all of the shit that we went through. Anytime we needed something, we would go to her and be with her. That hit me pretty goddamn hard. But even my mom had noticed, like, there was a certain peace about it, because I knew she was where she wanted to be, and she was a really big stout person in religion. Her husband, when I was going through a lot of shit, I had stayed with him, and I helped try to help get his shit together, because he was a big alcoholic, and it really affected him and took over his life. Last thing this motherfucker said to me before he left this earth was that I never wanted to see you again. You ain't shit. You don't do anything for this family. You're a menace. I don't ever want to see you again. All kind of shit like that. And that was attributed to because I wouldn't feed his goddamn addiction. I told him if I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna help you. You gonna be eating vegetables. No, I'm not buying you nasty ass fucking natty daddies. I'm not doing any of that shit. And because I did not give him what he wanted, this nigga disowned me. I felt nothing when he died. I don't give a shit who that affects, who it doesn't. I didn't feel anything for it. Like, I still felt something because, yeah, motherfucker, I grew up with you. Like, I remember, you don't remember taking me all to all the, like, basketball and football games, us watching wrestling and shit. That meant nothing to you? Or did I grow up anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But when he died, I felt nothing. And I thought because I felt nothing that I had like literally no fucks. I don't think I've cried a physical tear since living with him. Let me tell you something. This is why I invest heavily in like found family and invest heavily with bonding with people that are not just your blood. I felt something for that goddamn cat. We went through hell and high fucking water together. That was my goddamn road dog. Like, I would get home and fucking perk up and she would come to the fucking door and greet me. And like, cats don't have facial features, but you could see her fucking face light up. She would sit there and like, I turn on the goddamn video game. She right there. She ready. She would just sit there. The sound of fucking video games would comfort her. When I goddamn cremated her, I got her in a little box and I set her next to the fucking PlayStation, man. And I do that because the sound of video games, I know comforted her. And like, that cat the reason I bring this shit up is because that cat gave me the fucking attention in the air that I would expect, that I now expect out of other people that will come into my life. I don't give a fuck if it's friendship, what do you call it, platonic, like, fuck forbid anything happen in like relationships or anything like that, family, whatever. That cat made me raise the motherfucking bar. I've gone through periods in life where I used to be upset and not like genuinely not understand, why are you so closed off, this person? Why do you do things this way? Why do you go through life like this? Why are you so standoff to people? It's because I didn't have that knowledge and experience. And not to say that I would want anybody to go through this or that I would want to go through this my own goddamn self. But like, after experiencing what I've experienced and like the that just came, like the emotions, the fucking cornucopia of emotions that swelled up within me when she left this earth made me realize that bar, anybody coming into my motherfucking life, needs to be set way the fuck high. And I say this to encourage other motherfuckers out there to do the goddamn same. We live in a time, this was a conversation that I had with my lady. We live in a fucking time where you don't know who's who. Motherfuckers will play the game and do all this other shit to get in your good graces and not think twice about leaving you high and motherfucking dry. About doing dirt to you behind your back and smiling in your motherfucking face. And I'm not saying it's just to sound goddamn cute. I'm not saying this to have this be like a 5-minute one-off so y'all can go off and do things and people can flock to this for views. I don't do this shit for views. I'm saying this because this is shit that I've experienced in my life and know to be true. You gotta have motherfuckers in your corner that will be ready to ride for you like that, whether you be friendship, partner, family, any of that shit. And then they don't even have to be any of that shit. Like I was telling my girl, and the reason I felt so deeply for that cat is because I know in my own life, I don't give a fuck if you're a goddamn alien from another motherfucking planet, if you classify as an eldritch horror, if you're a demon, an angel, a human, a ghost, it don't fucking matter. If you ride for me, I'm gonna rock for you, and I'm gonna feel some type of way about it because I'm that passionate motherfucker, regardless of whether y'all believe that or not. Ain't no amount of judgments or hoo-ha or whatever the fuck is going to change how the fuck I feel about people that I give a fuck about. If I know that you're somebody that is responsible enough to have that type of relationship. If you're one of the motherfuckers that fuck around, all of this shit's going to flow the fuck over your head and it ain't going to mean nothing. But I hope life happens to you in a way that it will show you and get you on par to where everybody else is at and understand this is that type of connection needs to be in there, man. Protect y'all energy and protect y'all motherfucking peace. Set that goddamn bar high. Set that goddamn bar high for anybody that will want to come into your life. And if they cannot treat you the way your motherfucking animals would treat you, right? Like, this is the shit I'm talking about. I could walk in that goddamn room. I can walk in that motherfucking room, goddamn, with a dress on, a goddamn halter top, dick untucked, and that motherfucking cat would still treat me the goddamn same, as if I just came in as me, as if I just came in as myself. That's what a goddamn bar needs to be goddamn set.
Appreciate you, bro.
That's what a motherfucking bar needs to be set for anybody coming into this life, because that's the goddamn world that we living in. You got to protect your peace and protect your motherfucking energy. Eartha Kitt said, I want a motherfucker to share me with me. Eartha, I'm going to raise you one. I not only want somebody to share me with me, but me being who I am and knowing that, if I know that you like that for me, I'm going to do that tenfold for you, the world over. God damn, because I rock with that fucking cat so much. If I had the fucking ability to do it, I would give it the goddamn world. Because that's how much I care and give a fuck. Because I know it rocked with me like that. And I do that for my people, and I do that for other people, and I encourage y'all to do that for each other. If you know that they're that type of person, and you know you rock with them like that, that's it. It may be long-winded, it may sound vain as shit. I'm to the point where I don't give a fuck anymore. If my shit gets misinterpreted as something else, then either you're not there or you don't need to be around in this space, and I'm cool with that. Just keep it moving. But that's like, if you know, I hope that if you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you fucking know. Like, that shit hit me, but I don't know. It opened me up to some weird realization that I thought I had, but didn't actually have. Didn't actually understand. When something left me, when that cat left this goddamn planet, I knew, like, connection is not something that needs to be taken lightly for me personally. Other motherfuckers can go and fuck around and fuck about, and that be their life or whatever. But I can't be that type of person. Don't be upset when you get the type of life that, or when you get surprised with a different type of life that you are not accustomed to, or you think you shouldn't have. When you about that, when you're about like silly and frivolous ass like and shallow connections that don't mean or amount to anything. And just because you don't have the world or even a handful of motherfuckers behind you doesn't mean that you need that. You only need a small fucking few. And they don't have to necessarily be either your family or people. I swear to God. It sounds like crazy ass talk. It sounds like cat lady from down the way ass talk. But it's real shit. And that type of connection is out there. And this is what I mean by like the whimsy of life. Bring back like that childlike mind. Because if you're really about it, a connection with something that doesn't have the physical visage of what we have and put forth, you gonna feel that shit. Like it's life changing. It's life changing. It's life changing. I dare you to go. I dare you to put yourself out there and genuinely connect with somebody like that and see how it don't change your motherfucking life. That's the best way I could put it into words. Goddamn video, the time limits on these goddamn videos ain't even enough for me to like put that shit out there and express it. How the fuck like her leaving it affected me, to where it affected me more than somebody that was supposed to be my own goddamn caretaker, and even that didn't affect me because of the way that he treated me before he left this bitch. Come on, y'all. That's my thoughts for the day. That's what I'm thinking for the day. Talking through this shit so I can get through it. I may seem like I'm all right, but deep down, I'm ready to tell a motherfucker, you talk to me some kind of crazy way, I'm gonna come at you sideways. Like that, I do my best to contain that shit, to be professional and to be cordial. But that's the kind of energy I'm on. But at the same time, I'm like reveling in the fact of, you know, I had this experience to be able to bond with something that ain't even human. That wasn't even on the same level of us, but he gave me the type of connection and a realization of, I still feel shit. If that means or says something to anybody, if it speaks to you or you going through a hard time or anything like that, as I tell y'all, keep your motherfucking head up and keep moving forward. Push through that shit. Feel the feelings. Accept how you feel. Go through that shit. But push through the motherfucking pain. Push through the motherfucking pain. And I wish you I hope for the best for you on your goddamn journey. I'm out this bitch. Y'all take it easy.